Good day everyone, this is John Kevin M. Advent. I'm here in front of you to share my reflection in Home of Ashfall. Home of Ashfall shows experience of writer during the eruption of Mount Pinatubo. Home of Ashfall is all about the eruption of Mount Pinatubo in Zambales. Mount Pinatubo is the one largest and active volcano in the Philippines. The eruption is the largest affected densely populated area. As ashfall which form weighty, rain-drenched snow like a film. Types of eruption is a great impact of natural and built environment. Because it's bring difficult to the people way living. By this doesn't show negativities in times of calamities. I realize how make Filipino are. Because even times of difficulties, they can stand smile. Because we all know that there's a God, they can guide us through the challenges we encounter. This eruption that claims difference life and difference plan. To the Kapampangan and to the people affected by this tragedy.
Home of Ashfall is a story written by John Jack Wigley. It focuses on his experience and insight during the eruption of Mount Pinatubo. His book has reflected the culture in the area of Mount Pinatubo and the attitude of the Filipinos after the eruption. It shows that no matter how destructive the calamities are, Filipinos always smile and help each other. The Filipino help care for each other, especially their families. One thing I think that can be improved is that he should share more about how other Filipinos especially acted based on what he experienced, because he focused mostly about his experiences. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Arbi and this is my reflection about the home of the Ashfall. The calamities can give adversely impact on the natural and built environment as it contributes to the difficulties in our way of living, but moving forward and reaching out together people even if you are in difficult situation. The effect of natural disaster were told in a really funny way but on a deeper thought. It would bring us back what happened in the province of Pampanga, Zambales, Tarlac, all the areas in central and northern Luzon during the eruption of Mount Pinatubo. We couldn't stop it, but we can do something to help out others.
Good day everyone, I'm Jeanette from 12-STEM Adriano. And today I am here to share you my reflection regarding the story entitled Home of the Ashfall that is written by John Jack G. Wigley. Home of the Ashfall. The Mount Pinatubo was called the home of the Ashfall. The eruption of Mount Pinatubo was recorded as the second largest terrestrial eruption of the 20th century and the largest eruption populated area. Ashfall affected almost the entire island of Luzon and even reached the neighboring countries of Malaysia and Vietnam. Home of the Ashfall is the story about the man who witnessed the eruption of Mount Pinatubo in 1991. He was a crew member at Pizza Hut located at Manila. He is from Angeles City, but since he worked at Pizza Hut, he needs to stay in Manila. Luckily, his fellow crew member offered him a place to stay. Weeks before the eruption, several news and warnings about the eruption of Mount Pinatubo was aired, but he just ignored it like others. The fateful day, after his opening shift, he went to see the film Hihintayin Kita sa Langit. And after he watched, he went outside and there he saw the parked cars was covered with ash. And the message of the story here is be aware of the environment outside and don't ignore the news and warnings that is given. So that's all for this video. I hope you learned something from me. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Hi, my name is Christina Esmeralda Piclaveria from Grade 12-STEM Adriano, and I am here to share what have I learned in the home of the Ashfall. In the essay about the home of the Ashfall by Jean-Jacques Wigley shows his insights and experience about the volcanic eruption in Mount Pinatubo. It erupted in June 15, 1991. It was recorded as the second largest terrestrial eruption of the 20th century and the largest eruption-populated area. Ashfall affected almost the entire island of Luzon and even reached the neighboring countries of Malaysia and Vietnam. It is raging more because of the typhoon that brings heavy rains and strong winds. Even on a normal day and without calamity, the people in that area was experiencing difficulty because of poverty and lack of food supply. But they are continue fighting and hoping. And because of that, I have realized that even with the passing problems, tragedy, calamity, and other happenings that might be the cause to lose our loved ones, we should keep striving and we should not lose hope. Like what the people are doing when the Mount Pinatubo erupt, they still keep on living despite of the problems the Mount Pinatubo gave them. They are not sulking and just taking action to help their neighborhood, and instead of doing nothing, they are taking small steps, one at a time to survive. All the people that are victims of the eruption of Mount Pinatubo are all brave and indestructible. That's the kind of mindset that we should follow. Don't let emotions and weakness take over you. We are more than what we are. And don't let problem brings you down.
Good day everyone, my name is Laika Juan from Grade 12 STEM Adriano. This video is all about my reflection on the message Home of the Ashfall. Home of the Ashfall is an essay written by Jean-Jacques Wigley. It focuses on his experiences and insight during the eruption of Mount Pinatubo. Mount Pinatubo erupted on June 15, 1991. The eruption was recorded as the second largest terrestrial eruption of the 20th century and the largest eruption to affect the densely populated area. Ashfall affect almost entire island of Luzon and even reached the neighboring country of Malaysia and Vietnam. Moreover, Typhoon Yunya worsened the situation by bringing with it heavy rains and strong winds. The dense forest covering the volcano supported a population of several thousand igneous etas. Its eruptive history was undisclosed to most before the pre-eruption volcanic activity of 1990. Just before it erupted on June 15, 1991. Not all countries have volcanoes. The Philippines belong to the Pacific Ring of Fire, where most of the volcanoes of the Philippines are found. Sometimes people share stories on how they surpass their struggles in life. This most of the time give encouragement to others who has been in the similar situation. That's all. Thank you.
Jean-Jacques Wigley wrote an essay titled Home of Ashfall. It focuses on his experiences and insights during Mount Pinatubo's explosion. Pinatubo had been badly eroded and was no longer visible. Several thousand indigenous Aitas live in the deep forest that covered the volcano. Mount Pinatubo erupted on June 15, 1991, and the eruption was predicted by residents in the region due to the news and information about the impending eruption. The eruption is also known as the 20th century's second largest eruption. His work reflects the culture of the Mount Pinatubo region as well as the Filipinos' reaction to the eruption. It demonstrates that no matter how devastating the natural disasters are, Filipinos constantly smiled and helped one another. It's known as bayanihan in Filipino, and it's a valuable lesson that the book may teach. The book impacted me to be firm and find ways to be happy because there's always a reason to be. Somehow we are lucky for being far from volcanoes, and that's a thing we need to be thankful for. The book also taught me that we need each other to surpass any hard situation. Lastly, no matter how hard we are dealing in our everyday lives, it will just pass, the sun will shine the next day, and things will be better.
Hello everyone, I am Irish Gail Sagat, and I am here to share the lesson I've learned from the story entitled Home of the Ashfall by Jean-Jacques Wigley. It focuses on his experiences and insights during the eruption of Mount Pinatubo. He explained how he managed the situation when the volcano was already erupted. And for me, it reflects the Filipino culture, especially in the area of Mount Pinatubo, and the attitude among Filipinos after the eruption. It shows that no matter how devastating the calamities are, no matter how hard and painful it is, we're still being helpful without any expecting reward. The smiles and the love stays among us, and that thing called bayanihan, which is very accommodating and a fundamental aspect of Filipino culture, that working together as a community to achieve a certain goal. Home of the Ashfall is overall successful essay because it contains the quality that the readers want to see in the text. I felt enjoyment and enthusiasm upon reading the text, and I can say that I can remember a lot of things about the story.